Hey, what's up, guys? This is Taif from MasterKicks.com, and I have about 20 minutes to squeeze this presentation in real quick. Now, everybody wants the Jordan 6 Black Infrared. They're coming out tomorrow. This is probably one of my favorite Jordans of all time. You know, I grew up in Togo. That's in West Africa. And then back in the early 90s, I had a friend of mine that had those shoes. They were used, and, you know, this dude, man, I was so jealous of this guy because in Africa back then, like, it wasn't like today where you get on the internet and talk to people on Facebook. You had to write letters and stuff like that. So when somebody had those shoes, he was like the only guy in my high school that had those shoes. So you can imagine how many people were hating on him. And I was one of them too. So this shoe, man, if Nike brings this shoe by like 20 times, I'm always going to like it because it's just a shoe that brings a lot of memories. All right. So today I'm just trying to figure out who's getting it. And I want to kind of like give you an idea of what's going on in the market. So I'm going to share my screen with you and we're going to go from there. All right. So I think by now you know what an Air Jordan 6 Infrared looks like. So I don't need to tell you what it looks like unless you want me to go on Nike real quick and I show it to you. All right. Let's do that. Let's go on Nike. I love this picture. You want to learn more about this? You go and read this whole thing here. It's good, man. Nike got some good studies on it. So go ahead and read this when you get a chance. I don't want to do that today. So I think material-wise, it's probably smooth nubuck. No, and I don't know if there's 3M stuff on it. I can't tell. I haven't really seen a lot of people talking about it, and I haven't really investigated it. I just want to show it to you. And now we're going to figure out who's getting it, all right? I'm going to go on my website. I'm going to read off my what I wrote. So basically, every major and minor retailer is getting the shoe. Nike, of course, Foot Locker, Foot Action, Champs, Eastbay, Dick's, Hibbert, Finish Line, Downtown Locker Room, Jimmy Jazz, City Gear, Kicks USA, Shoe Palace, UBQ, Shoe City, Evidence. That's just the one that on top of my head. There's a lot more that I get in them, and I'm not going to go through the entire list, but you know you're going to be able to get your hands on it if you really want the shoe. Now, they're going to be available in substantial numbers, like I said here, but the problem is everybody wants the shoe. So the sneakerheads want it. Collectors, like everybody actually like that shoe. It's a black shoe. It's conservative. People got their tax money back. Some people got their tax money back. They want the shoe. Now, it's going to be a little hard to get because Foot Locker is doing a launch reservation. I don't know if you did yours. I did mine already. So I don't know if I got it yet. I'm not going to find out till like later today. But my job now is trying to figure out how many pairs were made. Now, right off the bat, I know that Foot Locker and the derivatives meaning Champs, Foot Action, Eastbay, are getting it, right? Now, the next assumption is I'm going to assume that Foot Locker is going to get 18 pairs. Foot Action Champs are going to get 18 pairs because the reason why I'm saying is because they're not doing first come, first serve. So I think they are limited. Now, House of Hoop locations get more. Some House of Hoops get like 100 pairs. Some get like 70. But to be safe, I put 36, which you see over here, right? And the next thing we're going to do is this. Eastbay and then all the online stores, I'm going to give them about a quarter of what everybody else is getting, like the Foot Action, Foot Locker, Champs, and Finish Line. No, Foot Action, Champs, and Foot Locker. Now, I'm assuming also that Foot Locker is getting about 1/4 of the entire stock. That means if Nike made 4,000 pairs, Foot Locker is going to get 1,000, all right? 4,000 divided by 4, which is 1/4. Now, the next thing is this. We have to run our numbers. Now, I can show you Foot Locker's map, Foot Action's map, and Champs map. This is Foot Locker. Everybody's getting it. Every Foot Locker is getting it. I mean, you can see it's like swarm like bees, man. That's a lot of people getting it. Foot Action is the same. There's about 253 Foot Action stores. And then Champs is the same way, 540. So they're all getting it. Now, let's go back to the slide. All we got to do now is just figure out the numbers. So for Foot Locker, it's going to be, I'm going to highlight this, 565 times 18. House of Hoops, 335 because there's 335 House of Hoops times 18 or 36. I fixed that, so it's 36. Champ is going to be 540 times 18. Production 253 times 18. And the total came up to 36,544. I'm going to fix that. It's supposed to be 36. Now, the online location is going to be a quarter of all that number. So 36,544 by 4, you get 12,064. And then I'm going to add East Bay to it. So East Bay is going to be about a quarter of this. It's going to be 12,064 by 4. I got 30,16. Now, the total from Foot Locker alone, Foot Locker and derivatives, is going to be adding up all these numbers. I came up with 51,584, or let's say 52,000 pairs. Now, if you're going to get the entire stock, you're just going to do 54 times 4. We got 208,000. All right, so this is what I came up with, 208,000 pairs. Now, should you buy the flip? I went on eBay and I collected data, right? And this is what I got on eBay. This is my table here. You can see the table, right? Now, between 250 and 260, there's only one sold. 260 and 270, 42 sold. 270 and 280, 32. And the rest you can see here in the histogram. Now, here's what I'm thinking. Now, most of the shoes, most of my data came from these 2 dates, like February 12 and the 15th, right? And the average market value based on these was 21,095 divided by 78, which is 270. Now, that's like a $58 markup. And if you live in Maryland, your tax is 6%. You're paying about 212, and your markup is at 27.36%. But that's not considering eBay fees, PayPal fees, shipping fees, and potential returns. So unless you're a retailer like Foot Locker or get some kind of discount on the shoe, don't try to copy these to flip them. Let them alone for people that want to actually wear the shoe, man. Unless you're getting a discount, unless you're like you have a Nike account, don't try to get this to flip them. Your profit's probably going to be like $10 at the end of the day, and I don't want to be the one running around paying $212 for a shoe to make $10 profit unless you get like 200 pairs. Now that makes sense because that'll be $10 times 200, that's $2,000. All right? Well, you and I know you're not going to be able to get 200 pairs, so leave it alone. I went ahead and found some stuff on Kixify, and you can see it over here. So I did that too. I went on Kixify, and I found some data there on Kixify. Now, some guy sold 93 pairs, and that was between 250 and 260, and then he jumped right away and went to like 290 and 300, and then 300 and up. So it's kind of a little tricky here. So Kixify average was 260.86, but that's misleading because there's a lot of people that are selling them for like $300 or more. Again, leave the shoe alone if you're trying to flip it. But if you want the shoe because you've been a collector, you're a sneakerhead, or you just like it for the sake of wearing them, then go ahead and get it. But don't try to flip these, man. Nike is squeezing all resellers out because they bumped the price up. They went from $190 or $180 to like $200 now. So your margins are so small, so leave it alone. Let people that want the shoe get it. I know some people are going to be stubborn. They're going to go out there and try to get the shoe anyway. But what I'm saying is this, like, this is a shoe that I like. I personally like this shoe, and I'll say if you really want the shoe, you can go out there and do the app, and if you don't, go out to like Downtown Locker Room or Jimmy John's or all these places. Tomorrow's going to be first come, first serve for all these stores. So go in the morning, get up at like 8:30, get up there and sit out there. You're going to be able to get your size, especially if you wear size 10, 10 and a half, you're going to be able to get yours. It's not going to be too easy to get, but if you really want it, get up, go out there and get it, all right? And I've actually provided you with some store stockies that are getting there. Let me show you again on my website. All these people are getting it. You can go out there and then check this. Don't use that to do it. Don't use those tongues. All right. Anyway, you can get these. This is a list here, and there's other guys on eBay if you want to pay for it now. All right. I didn't check StockX. I didn't want to do it. All right. Thanks for watching. This is Time for Master Kicks, and stay tuned for more stuff.